What's up, y'all? Marcus Frazier for Teachable Tuesdays, here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you for joining me today. Greatly appreciated. As always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you stay up to date with all of my future Teachable Tuesdays content. And today, for our long car ride chronicles, we on episode 48, by the way. 2 episodes from 50. Kind of hard to believe, right? This car ride chronicles is actually going to be dedicated to my mama. Yes, my mother, as we say in Baltimore. I don't say mother like that, but that's just how we say it. But anyways, as of today of this recording, my mom is 54 years old. My mom is 54 years old. What it is to be a blessing, or should I say, what a blessing it is to be able to have another year above ground. And these days, when people are barely making it out of their 30s and 40s, I mean, I can't even express how grateful I am to the Most High that my mom is still here. You know what I'm saying? I've had aunts, uncles, cousins who have passed away in their early 50s or even 40s. So for my mom to still be here, I am very, very excited. So today's video is going to be dedicated to her and just talking about how great and how amazing she is. So this ain't going to be a long car ride chronicles, but if you're in the mood to hear me brag about my mom for the next, I'm going to say 9 to 10 minutes, then we just going to go ahead and do that. And we'll go back to our traditional long car ride chronicles after this week. But I just want to tell you how awesome this woman is. Born in 1971. I joke about her age of car old. My mom's not really old. I've been making jokes like she on the AARP soon. Which, by the way, I found out AARP actually is not necessarily for older people. Yeah, let that sink in. The more you know. But anyways, yeah, just why are we not driving? Why are we driving so slow? Sorry, y'all. These cars are driving real slow today as we're recording this video. I don't know what is in the air. People just taking their cruising on time. Anyways, yes, thank you for getting over. My mom, born in 1971 in Baltimore, Maryland, or Baltimore, as we like to say. My mom has always been the type of woman who has been able to overcome adversity. And it's not because she had it easy. Like, don't get me wrong, mom, the way she grew up, middle class family, you know, my mom wasn't from the hood. She didn't have this rough lifestyle where she got it from the mud. But my mom did overcome a lot of adversities. And she worked hard to get where she's at currently. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons why I have the utmost respect for her, because no matter what came her way, no matter how much life smacked her in the face, she slapped right back and said, nah, I'm going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Had me at an early age. My mom had me when she was 19 years old. And for anybody who's ever had a child at a very young age, because I know a lot of people will be like, well, that's the adult age. Yeah, but that's still young. 19 years old. I'm thinking about what I was doing when I was 19. I don't think I would have been ready for a child at 19. Shoot, at 34, I still ain't ready for a child. But I've learned, of course, that it's one of those things where you're never ready, no matter what age you are. You just get ready, right? But to be able to have me at that young age and still, you know, push through with work, and you know, she was in school. She ended up dropping out because she had me. You know what I'm saying? Which I can completely understand, because you know, having a child while working through college is a lot. I've had a couple friends who did that when I was in college at Cookman, and you know, was not easy by any means. And just raising 3 kids. Of course, my stepdad came along a little later on in the scene. Well, it was just me and Jamal at first. And once Mom and Pop got married, Rochelle, aka Shrimp, she came in the picture. And you know, it's tough. But with a partner or by yourself, raising 3 kids, it's a lot. But also on top of that, just, you know, my mom is a family person. She's always taking care of the family. She's always looking out for my grandmother, shout out to Nana. You know, my mom was involved in the ministry at a point in time. We used to go to a church called Divine Mission Apostolic Faith. I talked about that on this channel before. That was my home church in Baltimore, or one of my home churches, I should say. My mom is actually currently a preschool teacher She's been doing it for, I want to say 16 years now. Fact check me, Mom, if you're listening to this. I want to say about 16 years now. She's been working with kids. As you can clearly see, I have a long lineage of educators in my family, if you will. And she does a darn good job at it. You know what I'm saying? The kids love her. They be like, Miss Ingrid. The kids love her. She's an amazing grandmother now, I should say, too, because as I've mentioned on the channel before, I am an uncle as of a year ago. I have a little, I call her Little Shrimp, but she's my niece. Her name is Naomi. And my mom just absolutely loves and adores her. I mean, it's very interesting seeing your parent become a grandparent, right? And just the difference. Like, I can see the difference already. That girl, that little maggot gonna be spoiled so much. And I think I'm debating who's gonna be the culprit between Mom and Pop. I think Pop is gonna be a little bit more of a culprit than Mom. But Mom ain't innocent from this either. I think Mom's still gonna spoil her, but I think Pop gonna be worse with it. But you know, my mom has a loving personality. She's amazing. She's awesome. She will step in and fill in the gap where needed. And if she doesn't know how to do it, she will figure out a way. And the one thing I know about my mom is she will make a way out of nowhere. She'll look at the situation and be like, look, I don't know how I'm going to get through this. I don't know how, I'm going to help out with this, but I'm going to see what I can do. My mom is I'm going to see what I can do individual. And I think that's exactly who I get it from. I get it from both of my parents, but especially my mom. Like, my mom, she just exudes, we going to figure it out. So if y'all, for people who know me personally and you wonder why I have that mindset oftentimes of oh yeah, we're going to figure it out. It's for that very reason. It's for that exact reason. It's just, I got it from her. You know what I'm saying? My mom is not the type of person to hold grudges. But I will say this. Don't get too much on her bad side. And she's like me. We're one and the same with that. Like, we are forgiving, we're loving, we're understanding. But, you cross our paths too many times, it might be a problem. I definitely get that from her. I ain't ashamed to admit it. A lot of my mannerisms come from her. Just the way that she treats people. She treats people with respect. The way that she has an open mind to view things. And I'm also proud of just the growth that she's, developed over the years. One thing we always say is that when people get older, they get more stubborn in their nature. And that is true. That is very, very true. I'm noticing it with myself, where there's certain things about me where I have to, like, literally look at myself in the mirror and be like, Marcus, this might have been who you were, but this don't need to be who you're going to be. And my mom is a great example of someone who is like, hey, this is what I was, but this is not what I'm going to be. And I can give you several examples, like her health journey. I ain't gonna call it weight loss journey because she's lost a lot of weight over the years. It's a health journey at this point, right? Lifestyle change. My mom lost over 60 pounds in the past, 5 years. The weight's fluctuated to a certain degree, but she has maintained her weight, and I'm very proud of her for that. Actually, we're going to talk about that in a video. Me and my mom, spoiler, we got a video coming out this Tuesday that I think you guys will thoroughly enjoy, that you guys will love, talking about health and fitness and whatnot, because y'all know I'm big about that on the channel and all that good stuff. But yeah, even with her just having an open mind about things personality wise, and my mom is definitely like an example of, hey, I can have an open mind to things. Now there are certain things, especially when it comes to music, where my mom is she kind of, this is what it is, right? And I think everybody has that. So hey, we ain't gonna judge on that notion. But just her overall mindset in terms of just noticing that, hey, this, that, and the third, and it's a beautiful thing. It really is. And it inspires me, because it's like the older I get, the more I realize I could do better, right? I could do better by myself. I could do better by people. I could do better by God. I could do better in so many different ways. And, my mom also has principles to where when she stands on something, she stands on something. She means it. Like, she'll have the mindset of, hey, this is where I'm at. This is what the focus is on. And, another great thing I'll say about my mom is once she's locked in, she is locked in. Super locked in. So much so that she forgets to relax sometimes. Which is why, as the recording of this video, I'm glad that she came down to visit me, because she needed to relax, chill out, and have a little vacation, get away. And at the end of the day, our mothers are not going to be here forever. Our parents are not going to be forever in general. And, whatever I could do as her son to help kind of, make her life a little bit easier. I know I haven't always made it easy for her. And Mom, you're listening to this, I just want to say thank you. I really, really appreciate you so, so much in so many different ways. You have no idea how much you are appreciated. If nobody else tells you, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to let you know. We appreciate you. Naomi, I'm pretty sure she definitely appreciates you. Big time. Pop appreciates you. We all do. And I hope as you're listening to this, Mom, on your birthday, that, it makes you feel special. Makes you feel welcome, puts a smile on your face. And if anybody that's listening to this that still has their mother, cherish her. Love her. Make sure she's taken care of. Do what you got to do to make her life a little bit easier. Because, again, parents raising us ain't easy. It took me until a couple of years ago when I really started getting deep into teaching how much of a liability kids are. Right? Granted, kids didn't ask to be in this world, but just putting it out there. So any way that I could give back for, being that liability, even if it's just something simple as, allowing my mom to stay with me for a little bit and just to, relax, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to make sure that she's comfortable. And, when I get myself right, mark my words, Mom, you're not going to have a want for anything. You might have a need for anything. You might have some wants. But we always going to have wants. But I'm going to make sure my mama and all my parents taken care of. All right? That's it. I done rambled long enough about my mom and all that good stuff. I could go on for another 20, 30 minutes, but I ain't going to hold y'all. Again, you listen to this video, cherish your mama. All right? Tell her you love her today. Make sure she's taken care of. Maybe take her out to eat. Do something. Don't have to be her birthday. Do it on any day. Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you for joining me. Greatly, 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 greatly appreciated. Tomorrow, wait, before I forget, before y'all exit this video, if you're still here, thank you, appreciate it. I do have my dating advice 101 video, number 7. That's coming out tonight, so you guys are getting a 2-for-1 deal. You're getting 2 videos in one day. Sounds great, right? But also, I have some bigger videos coming up, and of course we have to do our yearly Teachable Tuesdays recap. That will premiere on Wednesday, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I know you guys are used to me breaking the videos up. I'm actually going to release that with one full-fledged video, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, till next time, peace out, much love.